So it is over and done with. You may have heard, perhaps you may not have heard, but the story is that Microsoft has won the case between FTC. And in case you may not have, you're clueless as to what is happening, let me just give you some background information here. So yesterday, that's July 11th, Microsoft, it was announced, won the case between FTC being the Federal Trade Commission that's in the USA. Now, backtrack a bit. Back in June of this year, FTC got word that Microsoft was in the process of acquiring Activision Blizzard, and Activision Blizzard is this huge game publisher. They've been around for quite a while, very successful. They are the publisher behind some major brands such as Call of Duty, and then of course you have like Candy Crush and some other big titles that they would have published. So FTC, having gotten word that Microsoft was in the process of acquiring Activision Blizzard, said, hey, not so fast, Microsoft. And so they stepped in, they brought this case, this anti-competition case against Microsoft, which, Microsoft won yesterday. But FTC basically was saying that, we do not want Microsoft to be acquiring Activision Blizzard because, if they were to do so, or if they are to do so, it would mean that Microsoft could potentially monopolize the gaming market, making some of these into franchises, like Call of Duty being a big title, and making it more exclusive to the Microsoft's Xbox consoles, and squeezing out the other console entities. This is something that I do well appreciate, and we see how it is with Microsoft. Would have seen over the years how they would have been, how they would have operated, with the Windows operating system, with the Microsoft Office suite, in particular, So I do appreciate what FTC, was trying to do there in terms of, not making them, having this, this power, so to speak, in the gaming industry, because it is quite significant, them acquiring this company, considering the big titles that this company, Activision Blizzard, is behind. All right. Now, also they describe, this buyout, it's not yet completed, I should say. Microsoft has until, Microsoft and Activision Blizzard, they have until July 18th, 2023 to seal the deal. So, yeah, not yet completed. But the thing too is that it has been described as the biggest tech buyout to date, right? This deal is valued some $69 billion, that's US dollars, so it's quite significant. All right. But as I said, I do appreciate what FTC was trying to do, and of course Sony was one of those opposing forces too to the buyout, because that Sony, they do have their consoles too that they have to protect their interest, and of course one of the big thing about it, FTC, Sony, looking at is the potential of Microsoft really manipulating the gaming market, and making some of these titles, like Call of Duty, into a franchise, having them perhaps, some of them even exclusive to Xbox or to the Xbox, some of the consoles, and squeezing out the other console manufacturers. All right, so it is quite significant. But what do you think? Are you in support of Microsoft taking over Activision Blizzard? How do you think it will go? One other thing too is that Microsoft is saying, the spokesperson for Microsoft is saying that they tend to be rational in this takeover. So the other console manufacturers, they really don't have much to worry about, that they will be gentle with them, so to speak. All right, but that is the deal. So that is it. Microsoft won the case between FTC, and so it is expected that they're going to go forward now to seal the deal to acquire Activision Blizzard.